Yo, what's good? It's your boy Jay back at it again, and today we got a serious conversation needs to be had about Love Island by iCloud9. You already know what the deal is, man. Follow me on both Jay's here and Jay's there. And without further ado, let's get started.
So recently, this show called Love Island's been taking over the timeline.
Yes, I've heard about Love Island. I ain't gonna lie, I've never gotten into Love Island like that. It's just dating shows in general just don't appeal to me, and this one wasn't different.
Oh boy, this show is overly freaked out. Like, they call this Love Island, but there is no loving going on. It's just pure lust. And if you watch the show, you already know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, let me break down what this show is. The hoes will be watching this video. I gotta make sure I'm on my A game. So basically, the whole point of the show is to find love in this villa in Fiji. They bring in multiple attractive people from around the globe and encourage them to talk to each other and spread around and mingle. But the whole end goal of this show is to find love.
Find love, nah. They fucking. They ain't no love being found, bro.
Being a couple and also win $100,000, which in all honesty seems like a basic concept for a reality TV show. Here's the catch though. All of this shit is happening live. Like, as we speak right now, this show is being filmed in Fiji. And that's what makes this show so different. Because as it's airing every single week, we, the audience, get to have a say in who stays and who leaves. Sometimes, but then other times it's actual islanders. But even that option of us being able to influence this show makes people drawn to it. Which is why it's literally the most popular show in America right now. Because in all reality, it's just one big parasocial contest, and whoever can get the audience to like them the most ultimately wins the game. But in all reality, the main goal of Love Island is to get mega famous after, which oftentimes you will become a celebrity. I mean, even the people who get voted off oftentimes become massive influencers after. Like, for instance, there's this guy named Jeremiah who recently got voted off. And even though he didn't win the show, he currently has like 1.2 million followers.
Yeah, man, if you play your cards right, even if you get voted off, I mean, this dude's probably doing very well for himself. I mean, 1.2 million, that's pretty good if you ask me.
Like, this show is next level.
And I saw that 2 million on TikTok.
But in this era of Gen Z, it kind of makes sense why this show is doing good. Like, one of my homegirls put me onto this shit about 2 weeks ago. And I've seen all of the think pieces about this show on TikTok, and it didn't sound like something I would want to be a part of. Because as much as I don't want to admit it, and as much as you don't want to admit it either, this show is just entertaining and shit. Like, the drama, the parasocialness, the overall vibe, even the ambiance and music of the show, everything is done at such a peak level. Even though it's a trashy concept of a show, the producers really go all out. I'm not gonna lie. And even though I know I shouldn't be watching it because it's literal bullshit, like, there's no reason for me to watch this show, it's like I just can't keep my eyes off of it. It's like seeing a bad wreck. You know that shit's bad. You know you need to keep on driving. You know you got somewhere to be. But for some reason, you can't help but just watch this shit happen. And especially season 7 of this shit. Because I'm not gonna lie, this season has been one of the wildest roller coasters I've ever been on in a show, period. And there has been multiple times where I wanted to stop this show, but I couldn't bring myself to.
It was like crack, bro. It's like crack. You know what I'm saying? You know you need to stop. You know you shouldn't do it, but it just keeps you coming back, man.
Bro.
The following scene you're about to witness is a huge case of PTSD. You've been warned.
Imagine being able to build an app with.
Damn, man, I got ads, bro. I might have to get premium soon, boy.
No more!
What the fuck?
No more Love Island. No more big booty toxic Huda. No more sexy Olandria. No more annoying as shit fucking Sierra. I ain't gonna lie, she was annoying as shit the whole series, fucking series. And no more looking at Jeremiah's print. I'm done with this shit. No more Love Island. They just dropped a new episode.
Got that nigga hooked.
Please pray for my goat.
But even though the show only starts off with 10 people, they constantly bring in new people called bombshells to shake up the dynamics in the villa. And oh boy, do they do their job. I'm gonna just say that. I ain't gonna lie. Because let me just tell you, whoever cast these people, matter of fact, everybody in this show deserves a fucking raise. Because everybody is fine as shit in this show. One person I want to highlight is Miss Huda. Because boy, when I tell you, she's really the only reason why I kept watching this show. Because at first when my homegirl played this shit for me, I was just kind of hesitant. I wanted to turn this shit off, honestly. Until I seen this absolute goddess walk across
Here we
my
go. Here, yeah. Cloud, keep it in your pants. Keep it in your pants, Cloud.
Like, brother, I'm not trying to get this video demonetized, but this girl is bad. One thing that I don't really like about this show is how much they try to force friendships on these people. Like, yeah, I get it's reality TV and not everything's supposed to be real, but it's just so much fake energy in this. Like, every single relationship feels forced, especially the friendships, because you got people over here saying that they love each other and they just met 3 days ago. Like, nigga, I don't know you. But
that's the anime friendship, boy. Yo, that's really that anime friendship, bro. You meet a nigga for 3 days, we're like brothers. I die for you, nigga. I don't even know your last name. I don't even know your first. I've been calling you bro. I ain't gonna lie, I be doing that shit too much. If I don't know your name, bro, if I don't say your name and I just call you bro or dude or what's up, man, I don't know your name, nigga. I don't know, bro. I gotta get better with that.
Another thing that pisses me off is how much everybody cries in this show. Now, I know I sound like a fucking negative Nancy, but just hear me out. Every single time somebody gets voted off of this show, it feels like somebody just died in this villain. And also, you just met these people days ago. There's no way you care about them that much. Like, I guess you're not gonna see them again on this show, but at the same time, you can still contact them in the real world if you really do mess with them. It's never that deep. But when you try to force that fake love shit, it really ruins the dynamic of the show. Because when you try to act like you fake love somebody, all it's gonna do is create toxic problems for the future. Prime example, one of the most popular couples in this show, Jeremiah and Huda. Oh boy!
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about. Cause I have not watched a single episode of Love Island. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm out the loop. I'm very much out the loop. I'm out the loop like a motherfucker, but I ain't gonna front like I have zero ball knowledge.
So who don't know, at the start of the show, these two were like the biggest power couple in the villa. They were locked in, going on dates, exploring their connection till shit inevitably hit.
You're gonna be taking thumbnails now, boys.
Because see, even though they seemed like they were a great couple, it was very obvious it was never gonna work. For one, as soon as the show started, they started love bombing each other. And they honestly only did this because they were two of the most attractive people there. And they were both attracted to each other's bodies, but not personalities. See, Jeremiah is a chill, laid back type of guy. He's a nerd. He's a geek. He likes reading books, watching anime, doing shit like that. But see,
damn, he just like me for real. He dead ass just like me for real.
Huda's not like that. The best comparison I can give for her is she's the spicy Latina type, but she's Middle Eastern, so just add an extra bomb on that shit. But she's the type of girl to pull up at your crib at 3 a.m., throwing rocks at your window, screaming and crying because you haven't texted her back in 5 hours. And see, if you couldn't tell, Jeremiah and Huda's personalities don't.
Yeah, that shit don't mix. You got the I mean, opposites do attract in some instances, but it's also like, I feel like even if opposites attract, there has to be some common ground, right? You mix a guy who's nonchalant, he don't really be caring that much, he just kind of cool, nigga just wanna, watch Dragon Ball Z and, read books, versus the spicy, Middle Eastern Latina, who, what I'm saying, is very, like, on the time. Like, I just don't think that would work.
Typically align, and it didn't in the show, because after a couple episodes of the honeymoon phase, they started arguing really bad and it got toxic. But honestly, all of that could have been avoided if they didn't love bomb each other at the start. But you see, here's the issue with the show: when you try to force the word love onto people and put them in
an force love, my nigga. That shit gotta be natural
situation where it's hard to actually be patient and learn to actually like somebody. Situations like that happen because on Love Island, you're forced
Love Island, you're just encouraged to, you don't like, bro. Like, it's hard, to feel somebody out truly if you're just focused on, like, it is important to actually, talk to somebody. That's what the talking stage is for, bro. The talking stage, that first meetup, is to, feel the other person out. Feel like, okay, is this gonna work? Do our personalities match? Do we have some common ground in our, moral values? You feel me? Like, you need to have some common ground in that bit.
Couple up fast or else you will be voted off. So at the start of the show, you really don't get time to sift through who you really want to be with. You kind of just have to find somebody and just get with them. And then on top of that, you're not even encouraged to actually get to know people in the show. You're just encouraged to get to know their bodies. Like, I swear, I'd be feeling like I'm watching a big massive porno sometimes, especially when they start doing the challenges, because oh boy, let me tell you about this heartbeat challenge. So basically, the whole goal of this challenge was for you and your partner to attempt to raise everybody's heartbeats in a sexual way. So everybody dressed up in costumes that you'll find at a sex.
Hey, yo, what type of the deep male stripper shit? What the fuck, bro? Why this nigga got on a JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fit, boy?
story. Brother. Oh my god. What is this shit crazy? Like, I genuinely want to show you how crazy this shit is, but I would get banned if I did. I mean, each couple was basically stripping for each other. They walk out as a duo and then give a lap dance to whoever they want in an attempt to make their heartbeat rise. Just call it a freak off and get over this shit, bro. Cause that's what this is, bro. I promise you, this whole entire show is a Diddy dark fantasy. Cause yo, what the fuck? Like, there was even a point where this one couple, Nick and Sierra, grabbed this other girl and had a 3-way makeout session with each other at the
That's so gross, nigga. That's vile.
same damn time. And these freaky ass producers are making them do this. This show has to be investigated. It's the craziest thing ever. There was even a point where Huda was grinding on a guy that she wasn't coupled up with.
Bro, niggas is really watching porn on the big screen, bro.
To the point where the nigga was damn near fucking her in front of everybody. Like, there was another moment where this guy named Elon took Nick's girl Sierra and literally told bro that it's his turn to sit and watch, and proceeded to damn near fuck this girl in front of him. But don't get it twisted, Nick's ass is a freak too, because right after this he proceeded to suck a girl's toes in front of everybody, and I really
Yeah, bro, we don't need to see that. Freaked out, bro. Freaked out, bro. Freaked out all the way. Like, what the fuck going on?
can't show this one. That was insane. This was honestly one of the craziest scenes I've ever seen on television, and it's crazy they were actually allowed to air this shit. And this whole show feels like a humiliation ritual. I'll be forgetting this show is called Love Island because all I see is lust. But don't get it twisted though, because love is still made on this island, just not actual genuine love. They're just making love. And they do this shit multiple times at night during this show. And the worst part about this shit is that everybody sleeps in the same room. So you'll have a couple.
Everybody, why? Okay, why do shows do that? It's a love show with a bunch of attractive people, and you gonna have everybody sleep. Nick, bro, all you gonna hear is motherfucking. Bro, ain't no sleep going on. It's straight action, bro. What are we doing?
Going crazy while another couple right beside them are trying to sleep. Honestly, I think it's the freakiest show I've ever seen. And nevertheless, it's still popular as shit. I mean, last year, season 6 was the most popular show in America, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna go back to back because this is all anybody can talk about. Hell, it's even bigger than the NBA. A week ago, the NBA Finals had a Game 7 match. One of the rarest things in sports, and it was supposed to be a generational matchup. And a random episode of Love Island pulled more viewers than it. You can't make this shit up. But the big question is why? Why do people like watching this shit? I mean, it's freaked out as hell, it's trashy TV, and it's obvious they're doing all of this shit for the ratings. Well, let me tell you why. First off, we're in Gen Z, and niggas just don't care no more. They just like watching crazy, stupid shit. But also, even though this show was super freaked out, like, it's low-key entertaining. I said it at the start of the video, and I'm sticking with my story. It's entertaining as shit. Like, throughout watching this shit, I've wanted to hate it so bad, but it's just, you can't. It's addictive. Like, even though it's freaked out as hell, the producers are really good at their job. The pacing and the timing is really good in this show, and like, even though there's things I don't like about this show, I have to admit that. I'm not gonna lie. That's all I really gotta say about this. What do y'all think of Love Island? And low-key, how do y'all think the season is gonna go? Because I'm still watching this shit, I'm not gonna lie. Don't forget to follow my Twitch if you wanna hear me yap about things like
bro. Do we want to pull up a clip? I don't know if I want to pull up a clip, bro. I might get banned, nigga. Might dead ass get banned, bro. Might actually get banned, you know what I'm saying? But hey, shout out my boy Cloud, man. That was a W. But that being said, it's your boy Jay. Stay healthy, stay wealthy, and stay blessed. And I'm out.